This is Jill Pack with the Seasons of Joy podcast. This is episode number 126, entitled The Hero's Journey to Healing and Connection. Are you a woman of faith who is struggling to navigate your current season of life? Do you feel like life is just happening to you instead of for you? My name is Jill Pack, and I'm a certified faith-based life coach and a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I want you to know that no matter your season or your circumstance, it is possible to create a more joyful life, and I would love to show you how. Are you ready? Let's go. Hello, my friends. Welcome to this week's episode of the Seasons of Joy podcast. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm looking forward to spending some time with you today. In this episode, we are going to be exploring what is called the hero's journey. You may have heard it before. But before I get started, I wanted to remind you that this podcast is a place where we explore the unique challenges and opportunities that come with midlife. And if you find this podcast helpful and you're feeling a bit stuck or overwhelmed, I would love to chat with you. I offer what I like to call a clarity conversation. It's a one-on-one conversation where we dive into whatever is on your mind, and we work together to help you gain some clarity and fresh perspectives. So if you're ready, I am here to help. Just click on the link found in the show notes or visit my website, www.seasons-coaching.com, and click on the Work With Me tab. So as I mentioned, today we're going to be diving into a powerful storytelling framework called the hero's journey. Now, this concept was created by Joseph Campbell, an American professor, mythologist, and writer. This framework outlines the stages of a hero's adventure, from the call to action through trials and challenges to ultimate transformation. Just think about any Disney movie. And you will be able to see this framework play out. And so in this episode, we are going to explore what it means to answer your call to adventure, to find strength in the challenges you face, and to embrace the transformation that is waiting for you. Are you ready to start your journey? Let's dive in. The hero's journey has 12 stages, and I want to give you a quick overview of each of these 12 stages, as well as an example of a woman we're going to call Sarah. And I want this example to show you how it may play out in real life and maybe your life. So stage 1 is the ordinary world. The hero starts in their regular everyday life, which may feel unremarkable, even unsatisfying. This stage establishes the hero's normal existence, and it sets the stage for the change they will undergo. So let's meet Sarah. Sarah is a woman in her early 50s. She raised 3 children who are now living on their own, but her life feels strangely empty. She spends her days going through the motions of her life and in her relationships with her kids and her husband, but something feels off. She wonders, is this really it? She can't shake the feeling that she's lost her sense of purpose. Stage 2 is the call to adventure. Something disrupts the hero's routine, presenting a challenge or an opportunity. This call usually signifies a need for change or for growth, but the hero may initially resist it. So one day, Sarah's oldest son doesn't call her back. Days pass, and the distance between them grows. Then an argument with her husband about the lack of their connection is the breaking point for her. It is clear. Her relationships aren't thriving, and deep down, she isn't happy with herself either. This is her call to adventure. It's a realization that something has to change. Stage 3, refusal of the call. Now, in this stage, the hero often resists or doubts the call at first, fearing the unknown or the effort it might take or require. They might feel inadequate or overwhelmed by the challenges ahead. So, Sarah doesn't take action right away. The idea of confronting her emotions Opening up difficult conversations and admitting she feels lost is terrifying to her. She has this thought, maybe I just need to be more grateful for what I have. She tries to convince herself that staying the course would be easier than shaking up her life. Stage 4, meeting the mentor. At this stage, the hero meets a guide or a mentor who provides wisdom, encouragement, or tools to help them face the upcoming journey. Now, this mentor doesn't solve the problem, but empowers the hero to find their strength. So Sarah, she stumbles upon a podcast one afternoon that speaks directly to her situation. The host of this podcast, a midlife woman coach, talks about the struggles of women just like her and offers a hope for a way forward. Encouraged by this message, Sarah reaches out for help. This is her first step towards finding the guidance she needs. Stage 5, crossing the threshold. Now, in this stage, the hero makes the decision to leave their old life behind and step into the unknown. This moment marks a commitment to the journey, and there's no turning back. So Sarah signs up for her first coaching session. She's unsure, but she's ready to make a change. This is her crossing the threshold moment. She's stepping into the unknown, leaving her old ways behind, and committing to a journey of self-discovery. Stage 6, tests, allies, and enemies. In this stage, the hero is progressing, and they face challenges. They meet allies, and they encounter adversaries. This stage tests their resolve and helps them grow stronger. The hero learns who they can rely on and what inner strength they really do have. So, for Sarah, this process isn't easy. She has tough conversations with her husband, which sometimes feel like setbacks. But with each test, she gains new insights. She learns more. She learns how to communicate her feelings without acting from a place of defensiveness. With her coach's support and renewed strength in her faith, Sarah begins to find allies in her journey, including herself. Stage 7, approach the innermost cave. Now, in this stage, the hero approaches a major crisis or challenge. This is often an inner struggle or a deep fear that they must confront. It's a pivotal moment where their transformation becomes critical. Sarah's biggest fear is that she has failed as a mother. During a particularly vulnerable session, she admits to herself that growing distance with her children isn't just about them. It's also about her fear of no longer being needed. This revelation shakes her to the core, but it's necessary. It's a necessary step toward healing. Stage 8, ordeal. In this stage, the hero faces their greatest fear or challenge. This is the climax of the story, where they are pushed to their limits, and they must draw on everything they've learned to overcome the ordeal. So Sarah has a breakthrough moment when she apologizes to her son for trying to control his life. And instead of pushing him away, she allows him space to make his own decisions. And in turn, their relationship grows stronger. She conquers her fear of losing him and discovers a new way to love. Stage 9, reward, or seizing the sword. In this stage, after facing the ordeal, the hero emerges transformed and is rewarded with new wisdom, strength, or insight. They have achieved some form of victory. So after months of reflection and hard work, Sarah feels like a new person. She not only reconnects with her children, but also with herself. She feels confident in who she is as a woman of faith, even in this new season of life. Stage 10, the road back. In this stage, the hero begins their return to the ordinary world, but now they are different. They must take their new understanding or reward and apply it to their life. So Sarah returns to her day-to-day life with her new tools to handle conflict, and she embraces her role as a mother, wife, and woman of faith. She no longer feels stuck, but empowered to continue growing and thriving. Stage 11, resurrection. In this stage, before the journey is fully complete, the hero faces one final test. This could be a final challenge or temptation to fall back into old patterns, but it's also a moment of full transformation and renewal. So Sarah faces her final test when another argument erupts between her and her husband. But this time, Sarah responds with compassion and understanding, breaking the cycle of blame and resentment. She truly has transformed. Stage 12, return with the elixir. The hero returns to the ordinary world, but they are changed. They now carry the elixir, a metaphor for the knowledge, healing, or growth they've gained. They can use this newfound wisdom to enrich their life and the lives of others. So Sarah's journey, it just isn't about improving her relationships. It's about becoming the woman she's meant to be, the woman she wants to be. Now she helps other women by sharing her story of faith and resilience. Those are the 12 stages of the hero's journey. And I want you to take a minute. I invite you to take a minute and to think about those 12 stages of Sarah's story and then compare it to yours. Where are you in your own hero's journey? Maybe you're feeling stuck in the ordinary world, longing for more connection with yourself, your family, and your faith. Or perhaps you've already felt the call to change, but aren't sure where to begin. Wherever you are, remember that you are the hero of your own story. And this season of life is your adventure. There is nothing to fear. You and I were made for this. This is not only Sarah's story, it's my story too. And I want you to know that the challenges you're facing in your relationships aren't the end of your story. They're part of your transformation. They provide the perfect opportunities for you to grow and develop. With the right guidance and support, you can cross the threshold into a new chapter, one where you reclaim your confidence, you rediscover your purpose, and you rebuild those connections in your life. Now, this is all I have for you today, and if this episode resonated with you, I want to invite you to take the first step on your journey. Reach out, book a clarity conversation, or connect with a community that can support you. You do not have to go through this alone. Remember, the adventure of midlife is just beginning, and the best is yet to come. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, keep moving forward with faith and courage. Thank you for tuning in to the Seasons of Joy podcast. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And if you liked what you heard, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share with your friends and family. If you want to learn more about me or how to work with me, just visit my website, www.seasons-coaching.com, and have a joyful week.